holding the powerful accountable.
Governor, the DEP keep you in the dark. Is the state attorney's office going to enforce the law?
And getting results. Steve Andrews is Target 8.
Chemical cover-up. Veterans delayed. Benefits denied. Now, following a Target 8 investigation, a bill to assist America's veterans and their families, introduced on Capitol Hill. Delay, deny, until they die. It's how countless struggles between veterans and the VA end. But following a series of Target 8 reports, that could change.
A Florida Congressman announced today that he has introduced a bill on Capitol Hill to extend benefits to tens of thousands of veterans routinely denied by the VA. And this is a giant development after Target 8 senior investigator Steve Andrews took up this fight for veterans.
This is so big. It's so important because so many of our veterans are sick, unknowingly exposed to herbicides like Agent Orange while they were simply doing their duty. Richard Mattman was 20 years old when the Air Force shipped him to Andersen Air Force Base on Guam. He loaded bombs on B-52s to be dropped on Vietnam.
12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Richard now suffers from ischemic heart disease and multiple myeloma, a painful bone marrow cancer, diseases both linked to Agent Orange. He worked near or on the base perimeter, where the military sprayed powerful herbicides. His VA doctor even wrote, "It is at least as likely as not that the veteran's multiple myeloma was caused by his constant exposure to herbicides during his work duties as a munition loading team member." Richard applied for Agent Orange benefits in 2013. The VA rejected his claim. The military contends it did not spray Agent Orange on Guam. Richard's appeal is now lost in a system that's absolutely broken.
Delay, deny until they die. I don't want my wife to have to fight this.
She may not have to. In January, Target 8 revealed Lakeland veteran Leroy Foster's claims he sprayed Agent Orange on Guam. I quizzed Congressman Dennis Ross about Leroy's story and the VA denying benefits to so many veterans suffering from diseases linked to Agent Orange. So what needs to be done with the VA in order to get them on board?
We just need to stay on them. And your effort, Steve, I mean, exposing what has been wrong for so long needs to be done nationwide.
Ross just sent a bill to Congress to extend benefits to Vietnam-era veterans exhibiting symptoms of Agent Orange exposure to those who served in the Blue Water Navy, the Northern Mariana Islands, American Samoa, and on Guam.
I did my duty. I served my country. I volunteered to do it. I did the best I could do.
How about them? They doing the best they can for you?
No, they're not.
Richard Mattman appealed his denial in 2015. His congressman at the time, Richard Nugent, told Richard last year there were 9,864 appeals ahead of him. Richard says he's not heard from the VA in 2 years. I sent them an email today asking them about the delay.
Well, this legislation, it potentially provides benefits to thousands more people. But what about Mr. Mattman?
Well, you know, the appeals system is just absolutely broken. The VA will admit that. Now, this legislation would mean eligible veterans get faster consideration for VA benefits if they suffer from diseases linked to Agent Orange.
Well, credit to you, Steve. I mean, your persistence on exposing this problem is leading to change. You have a bill now before Congress. Maybe that will help.
I hope so. You know, we just can't give up. These are our veterans.
Right.
You know, land of the free because of the brave.
Story after story after story of this.
Good job. Thanks, Steve. And if you have a problem that you want Steve to investigate, call him. That's the Target 8 helpline, 1-800-338-0808.